I am muted, aren't I? Checking my two. Hello. So we are. This is not the right score. All right, we are here with winners finals. Sorry for a little bit of a lull in commentary. We were just swapping some folks out, but we are already getting started with game one of winners finals. We've got Armadillo versus Monte. Armadillo on the not quite characteristic Lucario versus Monte's Game & Watch. Armadillo has put in a really good performance to get here so far. So has Monte. Monte has had some crazy wins. Has beaten Apollo Kage, I believe Big D, but I might have to double check that. And so far is in a solid lead against Armadillo as well. A little bit off a dark horse coming into this one, but really showing that he is not to be underestimated, as he takes the Armadillo's second stock on this Pyramithra without losing one of his own yet. 115% only on the board, but that forward tilt, not quite enough to take it just yet. Finally, going to be able to take it with that Pyra. And back to the Mithra now, but you have 27% on your lost stock as Armadillo. How do you make this one back, especially against a character as oppressive as Game & Watch can be? And with a character like Pyramithra that, while obviously very strong, can be killed pretty early off stage if you're in the wrong spot. Not to mention, I assume Armadillo is not quite as practiced with this character as the Lucario. It seems that way at the moment, at least. And that's gonna be it. Just about. Gonna get the berry on the down smash into the forward smash all the way across stage. Gonna be enough for Monte to take game one. Brandon. All right. Into game two we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, game two. Sticking with the Pyramithra's Armadillo. Up throw into classic Game & Watch bread and butter combos. Gets 41% right off the bat. Yeah, the damage has not stopped so far. 76%, 20 seconds in. Finally, oh, Armadillo, you got to mash faster than that. Was in for quite a long time. Quite a bit of the charge on the forward smash. Probably a little bit too early for you to die there, even as Mithra. Armadillo going to have to start putting on his own damage soon. Starting to do so now, and actually does get the 2-frame with the forward smash. Killing Game & Watch at 49%. Maybe a little bit fortunate there to even up this deficit that was put on very early in that first stock. Come on. Vibe off to the set. Okay. How are you going to be famous this way? I just muted myself. How about now?
Hello,
There you
hello,
go.
hello.
Welcome, Mr. Sherwood.
It's me, Mr. Sherwood. Samuel's favorite UBC student. Right, Samuel? I'm your favorite, right? I'm your favorite. All right, what do we got here?
We have Armadillo on the Pyramithra. Lost game one,
Okay.
but is doing quite well on game two despite losing his first stock at basically doing no damage to Monte.
So where's the Lucario? Did that happen game one?
No, he has not played the Lucario at all. I guess
Interesting.
just doesn't like the matchup.
Yeah, I can see it being kind of miserable for Lucario, if I'm being honest. Not having the disjoints does sound like a pain, so going for the Pyramithra, working right now, obviously like an insane character, so like might as well just go for it, and it's working, so.
Yeah. Gonna have to start putting on some extra damage now because you're in an awkward spot and you're dead. To your own side B.
Oh, was it reflect?
Yeah, it was reflected by the bucket. But getting some good damage now after. 75% off of that Angel platform. And doing a good bit of damage, though Monte now starting to bring it back.
Yeah, this is where you have to be very careful about smash attacks from Game & Watch. The funny invincibility, the funny ground are going to like mess you up. But at the same time, like Pyra, oh, here comes Pyra. It has like the kill power of, it's just insane. I don't even want to think about it.
And you're dead.
Yeah, speaking of kill power, that up air is just like easily, convincingly going to kill off of the top. Nothing you can really do about that. So, okay, Pyra is a real character that Armadillo has.
Well,
I like it.
he got that first stock by hitting forward smash at ledge to 2-frame and get at 50%.
Yeah. What's up? Did you say me?
All right, going straight into game 3.
I'm just like too popular today. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, man.
Going straight into game 3. Hollow Bastion this time. Bit of a tentative start. Running back and forth. Going to take a little bit of damage from Game & Watch now.
Sorry, you want to do
Play-by-play?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Cool. We'll try it. We'll swap it up. I'll focus. Sorry, my bad. I got people talking to me. I'll focus up.
Hey, it's the life of the TO. It's busy.
Yeah.
You know how it goes,
Yeah.
especially when you're throwing
I'll
focus
up.
one of the biggest weeklies that UBC does. But right now, Game & Watch putting on the pressure, trading with that forward air, and gonna get this Mithra dead.
Yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing about Pyrometra's recovery. Obviously, like, incredible character, but the recovery is, that's the Achilles heel, if you will. Really, I think Game & Watch has, like, a decent time just abusing that bad recovery, so I think we're going to see that a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, but so far made very good use since coming off of that Angel platform and going to be able to get the kill with the down air at ledge. Monte trying to air dodge up back to ledge and not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, that air dodge is a little, I don't know, there's nothing much you could do in that situation. Oh, down smash. That would be a nice quick kill. What?
A little bit of extra damage being applied by the Mithra at the moment. Not able to get that nair to add some more on, but sharking right underneath this Game & Watch, trying to figure out where he's going to come down with that down air. Gets the Lightning Buster as well.
Yeah, here comes Pyra. Those big smash attacks can easily take a kill really early. That's not what you want if you're Monte. I think one thing that our BC player, Tickle Nick, loves to do, Tickle Nick, is the down tilts and the down airs on that middle platform is actually surprisingly really good because you can catch jumps with it, with that down tilt on the platform. Here comes the up air. That's going to easily kill off at the top, and what looked like a bad situation just turned into a nice little lead for Armadillo here.
Yeah, Armadillo having surprisingly more and more success with that Pyra. You think Game & Watch would be able to kind of just outbox a character that's slow, but that's not what's happening right now.
Yeah, Armadillo avoiding two potential big punishes there. Kind of got away with a couple misplays, but
yeah,
this is where you can rack up a lot of percent.
150 on this Pyra Mithra at the moment. Can you get back to neutral? You cannot, and you're going to lose that second stock. Or back to a pretty much even game with just a little bit of extra credit for Armadillo.
Yeah, really back and forth so far. Mithra dropping out of the Nair there. That would have been a nice combo. But here comes the Nair combo. Dropping a second one, but it's okay because we get the grab.
Running back and forth, getting the down smash. Gets a dash attack, but not able to follow up very well. As Mithra, you spend so much time in this matchup running back and forth, trying to find an opening.
Yeah. Eventually you will like weasel your way in and find it though, but like at the same time if you want you can kind of just say fuck it and go Pyra. Because Game & Watch is at kill percent.
He's at kill percent now.
Yeah, speaking of, here's like the big one, the big sword. And pretty much anything will just kind of kill, especially at 74.
Up there, dash
jump
attack,
scare!
but you're going to lose the game for that.
Yeah, that down smash is going to easily take it. That was actually such an optimal punish. My sorry ass was not reacting to that. But what a nice down smash. And F smash is going to seal it out.
Monte has gotten so much use out of that down smash into F smash so far. Often with the Pyra, committing a little bit too hard with those slow hitboxes. Gonna get buried, gonna get killed. Hard to Going to be hard for Armadillo to make this one back using his secondaries.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, that was pretty close, though. That's
It was.
the thing. That easily could have gone either way. Yeah, okay, there's Lucario. I think, honestly,
I'm
that
a little
was
nervous about this, to be honest.
No, but this is the better character. Sorry, not the better character. The character that Armadillo is more comfortable with. This is the main. This is the character that Armadillo is known for playing. So I like the switch personally. That was such a close game. Like, it easily could have gone either way, but I think, especially when, you know, Grands is on the line, you want to go with what you're most comfortable with, even if it's a bad matchup.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm curious about why he doesn't like Lucario so much. Maybe just because Game & Watch can kill you kind of early sometimes and that you don't get as much use out of that aura.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting, actually, because Game & Watch does rack up a lot of damage, so you would expect aura to kind of be relatively active, actually. Like,
it might also be because Aura Sphere is so bad into Bucket. Like, an Aura Sphere in Bucket can probably kill you at 0.
True.
Though it doesn't stop the charge, I'm sure, so I'm not too sure about why. We can ask him later, maybe,
See,
but he'll have to win this one first.
This is really scary. Never mind, you're dead. This is no longer really scary. This is actually really bad for Armadillo. 150, that was max rage Lucario, but Monte just finding that kill like perfectly, and then you avoid like a potential nightmare scenario of just getting back aired at 40 and dying. So you're kind of chilling now if you're Monte, and this looks like the hard part for Lucario. Look at how Monte can kind of just like sit back and chill out and wait for Lucario to come to Game & Watch, right? It looks really hard.
Yeah, you can see the Lucario kind of wildly swinging at the moment, not able to get in while Monte's throwing out aerials, throwing out up airs. You're doing so much damage. How do you land? Misses the down smash.
Yeah, down smash would be crazy.
And if you hit that down smash that close to the ledge, you're dead. So it's so scary for Armadillo right now.
Yeah, Monte looks comfortable in the matchup so far, just keeping Lucario back. Although Aura is back, this is going to be, yeah, look at how far that up B sent. So this could be good for Armadillo. You could get the kill quickly now. But if Monte's able to find the kill first, it might be curtains for this game. Oh, tries to land the F smash, but not quite going to hit.
Yeah, gets Barry into Barry, and actually catches that jump off of ledge from Monte and is able to take that second stock first. You have a lot of aura. What can you do with it here?
This is where Armadillo shines bright.
Nothing.
Just in the blast zone. That would have been a nice situation for Armadillo, but yeah. Clean. Monte cleaning it up.
The problem is now you have to do all that work again. You have to get all that percentage racked up, or you just have to death by 1,000 cuts this Game & Watch.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a strange part about the matchup is that, like, while you're at this low percent like this and you need to make a comeback, if you're not getting hit and getting aura, all of a sudden killing one of the lightest characters in the game actually becomes a little bit more challenging.
No, for sure. But yeah, a little bit. 52%, 81% of aura on Lucario. Good bit of damage here. Actually dead even at the moment. And Lucario can definitely kill you now, though. Down air coming out. How do you get that hit, though? Gets the bounce.
Ooh.
A little bit lucky to be in the air there. Once again. Gonna have to figure out how to get to ledge. Trying for the third time and not gonna be able to make it. How do you avoid dying here?
A lot of potential kill options missing right now. Armadillo kind of lucky. Now you have 142, so this is the Lucario thing. This is the reason why people watch Lucario, and this is where Armadillo takes stocks and crushes dreams. So we'll see. Like, honestly, anything will kill.
Yeah, no, literally anything will kill. Game & Watch so light.
Yeah.
Going for the chair, just about enough for Monte to take it. And wow, Monte 3-1 in our grand finals. Did you see this one coming?
Monte looked, well, first of all, no, I'll be honest, but Monte looked comfortable.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. Monte looked in charge, dictating the pace of the matchup for pretty much the entire set. I was really impressive. Really, really impressive.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have a couple losers matches on here. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.